Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of this design. So this design has a couple of different elements. There's the elements inside the circle, the elements around the edges, as well as these two things, which are numbers. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the names first. So this script is a time traveler's script. So you read starting at the bottom and then going counterclockwise, like a time traveler going back in time. So here's our first word, and then second word, third word, and then fourth word, going around here. And same thing for the letters on the word. So here's the bottom, and there's no letters on the bottom. These are just modifiers for letters. So we go counterclockwise until we hit our first letter, which is this one, and then this one, then this one, and then this one. So I sometimes embellish letters or centers of numbers with these gears, these hollowed out gears. The other gears are all just decoration. Anyway, so the letters themselves. Small circles like these are vowels, and vowels have different positions depending upon what vowel they are and if they're attached on a consonant stem. So this vowel is all by itself just on the word circle, so we're going to look here at the bottom, and it is outside the word circle, just like this one. An A is outside the word circle, so this first letter is an A. Then we continue around to hit our second letter, and it is a big circle, so it's a consonant, and it is a circle inside the word circle, so it's this stem. Of the four consonant stems, these two have divots taken out of them. The difference between these two is that this is a deep divot, and it's more than 50% completed, or like an omega or horseshoe, whereas this is more like a bite taken out of a cookie. It's 50% or less completed, and is just an arc. And then these two completed circles are different because this one's inside the word circle, whereas this one is on the line of the word circle. So we're inside the word circle, and there are some modifiers. 1, 2, 3 dots are around this letter, so that makes it the letter L, because you count up the dots or the lines to figure out which column the letters are in. So this is the L. Continuing around. Here's another vowel, and it's all by itself on the word circle, so we're going to look over here. And it's right in the middle, or on the line of the word circle, so that makes it an E. This I and U are the lines radiating out from that E, because I is like E but with a line in, and U is like E but with a line out. So these are 5 letters all stacked on top of each other. You wouldn't have this line here or here unless you had an I or a U. So this is just the E. And then we have this last letter. It's a circle on the line of the word circle. So we're in the bottom row. And there are 2 lines coming from it. So that's an X. So this first word is Alex, A-L-E-X. And then we have this. And this is a V. For the Roman numeral 5, it's just a V, a shallow divot with 1 line. Shallow divot, 1 line. I decided to put a V here instead of the number actually like 5, like these numbers, to make them look a bit different, to make these all like letters, to make them look more like names, whereas these are numbers to make them look different stylistically. So Alex V, or Alex 5, and then we have an A outside the word circle, an N, a circle inside the word circle just like this one, so it's in the same row as the L, but it's got 1 line on it, so that would be an N. And then we have this deep divot, omega shape, and there's 1, 2, 3 dots. Even though this whole arc of dots kind of continues, this becomes an A on this word because it's suddenly closer to that word because the dots have branched away from this word. So and then our next word, starting at the bottom, there's a shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 dots. Again, it's a big arc of dots, but there are 3 dots here with this arc, and 3 dots here making another L just like that L. So R, and then an A outside the word circle. Then we have a deep divot with 1, 2 dots, so that would be a CH. Then we have an E on the line, just like that E. And then we have an L with 1, 2, 3 dots. Oh, and this word circle line can either go through or not go through a vowel. It doesn't matter. I just was working with Sharpie and had drawn this full circle first before anything, so that's why this is filled in here. So L. So R-A-C-H-E-L is Rachel. So we have Alex 5 and Rachel for the names. And now we're going to start at the bottom of the outer thing, and that means we have this first before these two numbers. So here we have a J, a circle inside the word circle with no modifiers, an O inside the word circle, like that, an I with a line inwards, an N just like that one, an E just like these E's, and then a deep divot with 3 dots, so that's a D just like that D. So Joined, joint, and then a little gap, a space, and then we have an O inside the word circle just like that one. 1, 2, 3, 4 dots makes this a C. And this letter C is special. You typically don't use C in normal words. You use a CH character, a K, or an S character, depending on what it sounds like. So circles would be spelled like Sirkles instead of Circles. But this C is in a proper noun. It's in October, so we are going to use the actual letter C instead of a K. So OC, T, shallow divot, no modifiers, an O attached to it, then a B, just like, there's no B's in this, never mind. A B is a deep divot, no modifiers, an E, just like that E, and then 1, 2, 3 dots on the R. So joined October, and then we have these numbers. This number has 1, 2 rings, so that means it's a 2 decimal point number, like it's a tens number, because this would be the ones column and this would be the tens column. And now we count the lines that pass through them. There are 1, 2 lines passing through this, so that would be a 2, and there's the same 2 lines, 1, 2, passing through this one, so that would be a 22. And then the years again are just declaration. The other element to numbers that aren't present are circles or dots, which would be centered in the center of these spaces, and they count for 5. So instead of putting 5 lines for the number 5, you would just put a circle in one line to make the number 6, so on and so forth. So these kind of look like they could be dots, but they're way too big because they cover multiple different rings, decimal points. They would need to be mostly within one center decimal point. Anyway, so that's my justification of these not interfering with the words and numbers. So this is 22, and then our last number has 1, 2, 3, 4 digit rings, and now we're going to have to count up the lines that pass through them. So this one ends, so it doesn't count there. There's 1, there's 2. So it starts with a 2, and then in this middle one, there's nothing here. Nothing. So it's all nothing. So that's a 0. And then we have this ring, 1. Just 1. No, 2. Sorry. This one goes through it as well. So 2, and then 1, 2, 3 in the innermost one. So that would be 2, 0, 2, 3. So 2023. So yeah, that's that design. We have Alex, 5, and Rachel joined October 22, 2023. And there's your design, and then my signature at the bottom. I hope you like it. Bye.